The current author of Dragon Ball confirms Goku's current power, and the level he has reached is surprising. Come with me because I will show you the level he is at. And yes, Goku has surpassed some gods of destruction. So, without further delay, let's go. Goku has reached a level that surpasses every limit ever imagined possible within the Dragon Ball Super universe. His complete Ultra Instinct is not just a transformation or a state of power. It is the climax of harmony between body and mind, where pure instinct takes control and the warrior becomes a being who fights beyond consciousness. This form has taken Goku to a dimension of power so absurd that even the gods of destruction, previously seen as unreachable, began to look at him with a mixture of respect and fear. The Saiyan who once fought only for fun is now someone capable of rivaling entities that shape the destiny of universes. Since the Tournament of Power, it became clear that Goku had touched a divine power that few would ever comprehend. But what he possesses now is something even higher. Goku's complete Ultra Instinct is stable, refined, and most importantly, adapted to his Saiyan nature. He no longer depends on Whis or the gods to understand this state. He made it his own. While many gods of destruction still struggle to completely master this technique, Goku masters it naturally, instinctively, and fluidly. During training with Whis, Goku achieved a speed and perception that surpass even the angel's own reaction time. His movements are not just automatic, they are intuitive, as if the universe itself moves with him. In simulated confrontations, Whis even admitted that Goku's evolution broke the barriers of what was expected even among the gods. The simple fact that Goku can react, predict, and attack with absolute perfection without thinking makes him something beyond a common mortal. The comparison with the gods of destruction is inevitable. Even among them, there are hierarchies. Some like Beerus, Kitela, and Belmod are at the peak of destruction, while others have different fighting styles. But Goku has already demonstrated on various occasions that his power and control surpass a large part of them. The divine instinct that flows in him is something that not all gods can manifest with such purity. Whis has already made it clear that not even Beerus has complete Ultra Instinct, which means that Goku, a mortal, has surpassed several gods of destruction in mastery and execution of this sacred technique. The most impressive thing is that Goku reached this level while maintaining his essence. He did not become cold or empty, but found a balance between emotion and calm. Complete Ultra Instinct does not turn him into a mechanical being. It is the maximum reflection of the Saiyan soul in harmony with the power of the gods. This is something that no god of destruction has managed to reproduce, as they all rely on the energy of destruction and their divine duty, while Goku achieved this through freedom and the instinct to fight. During one of the training battles supervised by Whis and Beerus, Goku's power shook the divine plane. The other gods of destruction observed in silence, and some, like Rumshi and Iwan, admitted that they would not be able to face him equally. The difference in speed and perception is so great that, for many gods, Goku is not even visible when he fights in full mastery of Ultra Instinct. This disparity places Goku in a very rare position, a mortal who reached a level above most of the gods of destruction. Whis explained that the secret to Goku's success lies in the fact that he does not try to control Ultra Instinct, he lives it. The gods of destruction, however powerful they may be, still seek to master their energies, which creates a limitation. Goku, on the other hand, completely surrenders to the flow of instinct, becoming one with movement itself. This absolute surrender places him in sync with the universe in a way that no god of destruction has ever experienced. The destructive power of complete Ultra Instinct is so refined that Goku can neutralize divine energy attacks with a simple look, deflecting them without even touching them. His presence alone distorts the surrounding air and energy, creating a sense of spiritual pressure that is almost unbearable even for entities like Sidra or Moscow. When Goku enters this state, the world around him slows down, and every movement is a work of perfection and pure instinct. Another point that impresses the gods is Goku's ability to adapt Ultra Instinct in real combat. While Beerus and the others need to maintain constant focus to avoid losing control of the divine energy, Goku alternates between his normal form and the instinct with fluidity, as if it were a natural extension of his body. He learned to channel power consciously and still maintain the necessary lightness to fight with pleasure. This absolute mastery did not come out of nowhere. It was years of evolution, defeats, reflections, and self-improvement. Goku's instinct has always been his greatest asset, but now, with the mastery of complete Ultra Instinct, he transcended even the concept of animal instinct or natural combat. He became a pure force of balance, a warrior who surpassed the notions of destruction and creation. That is why many believe that if there were a new tournament among the gods of destruction, Goku would be a worthy competitor, and even the favorite for the victory. His ability to react without thinking, his unlimited energy, and his connection with the cosmic flow place him at a level above most of the gods of destruction. Only Beerus and perhaps Kitela would be able to represent a real threat. However, what truly differentiates Goku is his heart. No god of destruction possesses the purity and the will to protect that moves Goku. Complete Ultra Instinct is not just a technique, it is the maximum manifestation of Goku's protective spirit, guided not by the desire to destroy, but by the need to save and fight for what he loves. This feeling is what makes his power unlimited and what makes him evolve constantly. In summary, Goku has reached a completely insane level. His complete Ultra Instinct places him above almost all the gods of destruction and even on the verge of rivaling the angels. He is the first mortal to break divine barriers naturally, following his own path. And if time proves anything, it will be that the Saiyan who was born from a destroyed planet has today become one of the greatest beings in the multiverse, someone that even the gods look at with respect and fear. According to Toyotaro, the 5 strongest warriors of the moment, Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Gohan, and Piccolo, are at a similar level of power. This statement, however, should be interpreted with caution, as similar level does not mean real equality. Toyotaro meant that all of them have reached a level of strength comparable to the gods of destruction. But when we analyze the individual performance of each one in combat, it is evident that there are significant differences between them. Goku and Gohan especially demonstrate power and mastery peaks that clearly surpass the others. Gohan, with his beast form, completely broke the barriers that bound him to the traditional Saiyan transformations. While Vegeta still needs to take damage and fuel his pride to strengthen Ultra Ego, Gohan Beast reaches all his potential directly, instantly, and brutally. This form represents the true awakening of the hybrid, where his rage and love unite in an energy that transcends the very concept of Super Saiyan. When we compare the strength and speed demonstrated by Gohan Beast with Vegeta's Ultra Ego seen in the Granola Saga, it is evident that Gohan operates on a wider scale of brute power. In the Granola Saga, Vegeta was undoubtedly one of the most impressive characters, showing how much he evolved with Beerus' training. Ultra Ego gives him a destruction energy similar to that of the gods of destruction, but it is still a power in development, with clear weaknesses, mainly the fact that it requires constant damage to amplify its power. Gohan Beast, on the other hand, does not depend on any conditioning. He simply releases all his essence in a devastating blow, which places him one step above in short-term combats. Goku in this case is in a territory apart. When it comes to comparison with the gods of destruction, Toyotaro has already implied that Goku is only below Beerus in terms of potential and combat experience. This means that Goku has already surpassed practically all the other gods of destruction in technical level, speed, energy mastery, and instinct. The simple fact that a mortal is placed so close to Beerus, one of the most feared and skilled gods of destruction of all universes, is an affirmation that completely redefines the power level within Dragon Ball. The most interesting thing is that Toyotaro makes a point of making it clear that Beerus has not yet shown all his power, which makes this comparison even more intriguing. If Goku is only below him, it means that the Saiyan has reached a divine power comparable to entities that can erase planets and gods with a snap of their fingers. This places Goku on a pedestal where only angels and Beerus can really challenge him on equal terms. And even so, Whis has already admitted that Goku's mastery of Ultra Instinct is becoming something unique, different even from the Angel's technique. Meanwhile, Broly continues to be the most instinctive of all, which makes him an unpredictable trump card. His brute power is so absurd that, in explosions of rage, he could easily rival any of the gods of destruction. However, he still lacks control and refinement, something that Goku and Gohan already master. Broly is the pure incarnation of Saiyan power, but without discipline, he still does not reach the same level of consistency as the others. Even so, in destructive potential, he is easily among the most powerful beings in the multiverse. Piccolo, with his orange form, finally broke the Namekian limit and reached a divine power that places him side by side with the strongest warriors of Universe 7. However, No matter how much Toyotaro included him in this elite group, it is clear that Piccolo serves more as a pillar of balance and wisdom among the Titans. He is powerful, yes, but his function is to maintain the group's stability and mainly to be Gohan's mentor. In terms of pure destruction and direct confrontation, Goku and Gohan remain the dominant forces of this legendary quintet. In the end, what Toyotaro wanted to convey is that these five represent the new pillars of universal power, but the nuances between them are clear. Goku, being right below Beerus, is the one who comes closest to full divinity. Gohan, with his beast form, is the most explosive and unpredictable. Vegeta is the most destructive and proud. Broly is the brute instinct in its wildest form, and Piccolo is the balance between wisdom and power. But if we have to define who really surpassed the limits of divine comprehension, the name is still one: Son Goku, the mortal who surpassed almost all the gods of destruction. But comment on what you thought of all this, and don't forget the like. Thank you very much for the support from all of you, and until next time.